Okay, let's jump right into this explainer and walk through exactly what your day looks like when stepping into a cutting-edge semiconductor manufacturing facility. If you're a contractor, whether you're a maintenance tech, a construction worker, an equipment vendor, or a service engineer, you're stepping into a world that is bright, clean, and honestly incredibly high-tech. But here's the catch. It's also a multi-billion-dollar environment where literally a single speck of dust or a minor chemical mishandling can ruin millions of dollars in microchips. With all that advanced tech comes a very strict set of rules. So today we're going to walk through a day in the life to show you how to navigate this whole environment securely and successfully.
So, what does it actually take to work safely inside one of these modern marvels of engineering? Well, it's definitely not just about showing up with a toolbox. Whether you're coming in to fix a highly specialized piece of machinery or just doing some routine facility maintenance, before you touch a single tool, you've got to understand the mindset required. It's about protecting yourself, protecting that super delicate manufacturing environment, and of course, protecting everyone around you. Safety here isn't just some dusty manual you read once during onboarding. It's a very active, ongoing practice.
Act 1. The arrival at the factory. Your very first task upon arriving at the security gate of this sprawling complex is pretty straightforward, but absolutely crucial. Step 1, you have to register at reception. You absolutely cannot just wander in. Step 2, once you're registered, you get your contractor ID badge. You've got to wear this at all times so everyone knows you're officially authorized to be there. And Step 3, meet your site escort. This guarantees you only ever access your approved work areas alongside your company representative. You never roam the facility unescorted. You stay exactly where you're supposed to be.
All right, once you've got your badge, it's time to suit up. Depending on your specific job, you'll need standard gear just to step onto the floor. That means a safety helmet, safety shoes, safety glasses, and a high-visibility vest as your absolute baseline. But if your task demands it, you're going to have to add specialized items to the mix. We're talking gloves for handling materials, hearing protection in loud zones, a respirator if the air quality dictates it, and a fall protection harness if you're working up high. Bottom line, you never, ever skip the gear.
Act 2. Clearances and approvals. Now with your PPE perfectly secured, you might think you're ready to start turning wrenches. Not quite. First, you need your permit to work, or PTW. Think of this as your golden ticket. It's the mandatory document providing official approval for a contractor to perform a specific task. You absolutely do not start work without getting this from your supervisor. It's basically your official key to operating safely on the site for the day, and it confirms that the site managers know exactly what you're doing, where you're doing it, and when. But wait, before that permit is fully signed off, you've got to do some critical thinking. Enter the HIRARC. That stands for Hazard Identification, Risk Assessment, and Risk Control. Along with attending your toolbox briefings, which are basically your pre-shift safety huddles, completing an HIRARC assessment is just completely non-negotiable. It forces you to pause, look at your specific task for the day, anticipate any workplace hazards before they actually happen, and figure out exactly how you're going to control those risks.
When you're doing that risk assessment, you need to keep an eye out for the big, heavy hitters. These 6 activities are the most common villains you might face on the job. We've got hot work, so anything involving sparks or open flames, working at heights, confined space entry, electrical work, heavy lifting operations, and of course, chemical handling, which is a huge factor in semiconductor fabs. These tasks require total focus and highly specific protocols.
And because those activities are just so inherently dangerous, you absolutely must internalize the golden rule of the facility. Only trained and authorized personnel may perform high-risk work. It's really that simple. If you aren't specifically trained, certified, and officially authorized for those hazards, like electrical work or confined space entry, you never attempt them. You just step back. There's absolutely zero room for figuring it out as you go in a fab. Okay, once you're actually doing the work, knowing your daily do's and don'ts acts as your superpower on the floor. Rigorously stick to the do's. Keep your work area tidy to prevent trips, always use the right tools for the job, meticulously follow lockout, tagout, or LODO procedures to ensure machines are safely powered down, and stick to designated walkways. On the flip side, avoid the massive risks. Never remove safety guards, never bypass safety systems just to save a few minutes, absolutely no smoking in prohibited areas, and never ever take shortcuts. Shortcuts are exactly what lead to accidents. Act 3, expecting the unexpected. The true mark of a professional in a semiconductor facility is knowing exactly how to react calmly and decisively when things go sideways. So if an alarm blares, you drop what you're doing and follow this exact sequence without any hesitation. Number 1, stop work immediately. Actually, do not even try to finish up that last screw. Number 2, calmly follow the nearest emergency exit. Number 3, proceed directly to the designated assembly point outside. And number 4, report to your supervisor and follow all instructions from the Emergency Response Team, or ERT. They're there to help you, so you need to be accountable to them.
Emergency response isn't always about blaring fire alarms, though. A lot of it is just about communication. Whether it's an actual injury or just a near miss, a situation where someone almost got hurt, you must immediately report it. Injuries, unsafe working conditions you spot on the floor, property damage, and certainly any chemical spills. You report these straight to your supervisor or the EHS rep. Passing that information along is exactly what keeps the next person safe.
As you wrap up your day and finish your tasks, remember that it's not just about personal safety. We're operating in a highly sensitive manufacturing ecosystem. In a fab, a single chemical drip or a stray speck of debris can be completely catastrophic. So dispose of your waste correctly in the properly segregated bins. Stay vigilant to prevent chemical spills by using spill kits if you have to, and keep your worksite immaculately clean. Protecting the environment is just as critical as protecting yourself. Which brings us to the end of your shift, and the end of our explainer today. Following procedures, engaging in great teamwork, and working closely with the EHS team ensures that you and everyone around you goes home safe. It leaves us with one final, vital question to ask yourself before every single shift you take in a fab. Are you ready to truly own your safety today? Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you on the next one.